Hi everybody. I'm like at Central Park all by myself. At 6 o'clock. I haven't been here in like, man, I haven't been in Central Park all by myself in like years. Sorry, my hair looks crazy. This is how I walk around nowadays, for whatever reason. I don't know why. But anyways, beautiful scenery. So beautiful. Look at my shadow. Hey shadow. I know. Saying hey. This is anyways. Passenger car only. I can't believe I'm at Central Park all by myself. Park West. Look, Park West Cafe. Never been there before. And there's how long is this in a sense people around here? I guess notes. You consider I'm going to just walk around here till I'm going to walk around here until 6. Then I'm going to teach the bus to 125th Street and just put up a maximum one. Anyway, seriously, let's explore together. Alright, let me be honest here. A few years ago, I got all dressed up for whatever reason. I met this some guy I used to talk to him on social media, on Tag or Meet Me, so he's messaged me and I picked up. I spoke to him a few seconds, but I was really embarrassed in my voice because like my weight or whatever. So we spoke for a little while. Sorry, gotta prove this shit is real because people don't be believing me. See, my real hair. Yo, what does Tupac do? Anyways, back to the story. So got all dressed up, came down here, got off the bus right there. I stopped right there. Then Then I walked up there, waited for this nigga Owen Hinkin. I'm like, alright. Sorry, that was in medias rod. So he called, I spoke to him, and that was like 5 years. Then I forgot about him. Then all of a sudden, I came out the mental hospital and I was like, I want a boyfriend. And I even know Owen was following me on social media. So I'm like, okay. And then he inboxed me and I was like, oh, okay, hey. He called me, we spoke. He's like, oh, when you take antipsychotic medication, you get crazy. So I'm like, what? I was like, yo, this nigga crazy? Like, this nigga don't understand that, like, I really have to take my antipsychotic medication. Because, like, I'll have problems. Anyway, so I was like, I listened to him. Basically, I know the situation. So eventually, he's like, would you like to be my girlfriend? And I was like, I thought about it. I was like, this is crazy. To me, I don't remember that part. But he was like, when we started dating, he's like, I love you. And I was like, oh, I love you too as a friend. Nah. First, he was like, I love you. And I was like, yeah, I love you as a friend too. And then this nigga said, I love you. I said, I love you as a friend. I love all my friends. Eventually, this nigga said, no, I really love you. And I'm like, so I'm like, sorry, I get sick because like I had pneumonia like a few years ago. But anyways, so I'm staying in the street. I look crazy. I'm gonna sit down because like I know I have back problems because my spine, the beating I got like 4 years ago. See, I'm gonna sit right here and tell you the rest of my story, nice and comfortable. Not see that's the M10 bus. I love one thing about me is I love the M10 bus because it get me where I need to go. But anyways, him not here. He's like, I love you, da da da. We were speaking, so I'm not even gonna get into certain Happy. Enjoy your walk. So, anyways, so I met up with him. Then he kind of hugged me. Like, he was wearing like this big bubble jacket. It was black. I'm not even gonna lie, the jacket was pretty cute. So he tried to hug me. I hugged him back, and I realized that he was trying to like feel my breast. And I'm like, all right, whatever. I did that. Then, all right. So we started walking, talking. This was the first time I ever met anyone offline, so I was really nervous. But I was like, you know what, whatever. The only reason this shit happened while I met him was because somebody named some crazy bitch named Judah Rodriguez. She ain't a crazy bitch. She my fucking enemy, aka Rose Lazanecki. But anyways, whatever. I just figured that out a few days ago. So we was walking and talking or whatever, and then eventually it was so cold that day, so I ignored the sign from God Himself that I wasn't supposed to meet this person. Because it was freezing. It was like negative 15 degrees or negative 45 degrees. And I was stupid enough to like actually come out here. That's how cold it was. I was freezing. I was like, oh my God. I was like, when I stepped out, when I heard the weather, I was like, maybe God don't want me to go to see this person. And I'm like, God, oh, sorry, my hair's turning black and brown. Just ignore that. Anyways, supposed to be red, but yeah. My body want to do what my body want to do what it want. Ain't gonna do what it wants. So me not gonna talk about it. Anyways, so sorry about that. I'm over here trying to show off. Yes, I really am. Anyways, so it was like negative 45 degrees, and then I was like, all right, is there any stores around here? So we just walked that way. We kept walking. See how we walked that way. Just what's down there, because I was like, I came to Central Park. I remember because I came to Central Park when I was a little girl, and I seen the lake and everything. So I wasn't expecting this, but it's my fault because I should never came at night. Like, I should never met anybody. The signs were all there. First of all, I should never came at night because it was dark like this, and it was like what it was like 8-9 o'clock. It's not like I was gonna have sex with him, and I just wanted to meet up with him, even though I was his girlfriend. Girlfriend. Anyways, so we walked. And we kept walking. He was talking, and et cetera, et cetera. I don't remember about what. Kept walking. We sat on the bench. Then he was like, oh, Dunkin' Donuts. So we go on Dunkin' Donuts. I'm like, okay. We sit there. I remember this is the first or second time we hung out. Or whatever. I remember the first time or second time we hung out, we met up. So I'm like, all right, we sat right there. I was like, I'm hungry. So I was like, I wonder if there's stores around here. And then it was a store next door. I'm like, all right, clearly I'm poor. Obviously I am. So I go in the store. I was like, would you like something? I'm over here expecting this nigga to tell me like he wants something for a fucking $1 or Arizona or something. This nigga had the nerves to order. This nigga said, I want a bacon, egg, and cheese. I'm like, yeah, I know. For me, that was very expensive. So I'm like, $2.50. I had a heart attack when that nigga said that. I was like, all right. And then as soon as the nigga said that, it's like, I even realized this, but my brain was just like this and crazy shit. So I was like, all right. So I ordered it, bought it, and then this nigga, I guess, I understand. I guess he just needed some food or something. But I took sympathy on that. So I was like, okay, but I didn't really eat anything. So it's like, okay, I know if I share this, I might be sharing power with this person. But, I'm going to do it anyways. So I gave him half. He wanted it. And I was like, okay. Now I'm just realizing that maybe this person was hungry or something like that. But, I always fall for this stuff. Like, this is exactly how Rosie Zarnicki caught my black ass. She was like, she came to school every day wearing this red shirt, or this red shirt under her white shirt, and her navy blue pants and these black shoes. And I was like, oh, shit. All right, I wasn't talking shit or anything like that, but, like, that's how I grew up because, like, I ain't have anything. But I'm all right with that. So she told me that her mom was about to die or whatever. She hoped her mom dies and stuff. So I'm like, all right. So basically this girl told me she was poor. And the truth is she wasn't poor at all. So I'm like, all right. So this is how I always get caught with that. But so fuck that nigga. I don't care if you poor or not. And it's like, give him half the sandwich. Bacon and cheese. See? Nah, I just said bacon, love, and cheese. I don't even know what that shit meant. Nah. But anyways. So we ate it, whatever. Then we moved to another thing. It was Indian people present, like, in the store. um like it was not Domino's, but it was Dunkin' Donuts. So we sat right there. He kept talking. I don't remember if this nigga asked me could he kiss me, but all of a sudden I'm like, okay. He leaned over to kiss me. At first, when he did that shit, like my body automatically just like blacked out and did something. And this nigga was like, "What? How you learned? What? Like, where you learned that from?" And I was like, I don't know what he's talking about." Like, cause like at this time I was on medication and stuff, and I didn't think any of this stuff was real, like supernatural, Father God, etc., etc. So I'm like, all right, this nigga. I was like, this nigga on crack or something. I don't mind my business. I was like, I don't know what this person. Oh, look at this cute little. Oh, look at this cute little dog. Service dog. Anyways, so sorry, I keep thinking about my hair. Anyways, so kind of smell a little bit out here, but you know, it's nature. You can't try to control that. Look at the trees. So he's like, "Where you learned that?" And eventually, like, he actually did kiss me, and I'm like, okay. I didn't even know how to kiss because I was like, what the fuck? What the fuck? I was like, look, I don't know how to kiss you. And then so we kissed, whatever. I didn't really like it, but I was like, all right. And after that, we stayed. We was talking, kept kissing. I didn't really want to do it anymore after the first time. Like, I didn't want to kiss that man anymore because I didn't like it. And I knew it didn't feel right. But I was like, okay. Like, I didn't want to hurt anybody's feelings. See, I always, like, this is how people always get me because, like, I'm always trying to be a savior of the world. And I got to understand that even Father God himself has to do what he has to do. You can't be playing, like, you can't be playing with people because, like, once you messed up, like, that could be the end of your life. Anyways, so I didn't want to do it. So after I was like, then I realized what they were doing. I realized, like, the only reason I left my house in negative 45 fucking degree weather was because niggas was using reindeers. They said the whole world, all those fucking bitches was using reindeers because they was like, oh, this bitch never got dick in her life. She never got her first kiss. And I'm like, what? I'm like, that's basically the update, what they told me lately. So, Aura was using reindeer. We met up, and I didn't like it. So they kept using reindeer, and we walked and talked, and I decided to grab his hand. So we walked, held hands, we kept walking. Then we walked all the way back down here from all the way, like, it was a far ass walk. It's like from all the way down there. It's a cute doggy. All the way back down there to all the way up here. So at least So we walked to the bus stop. See, I always get fucked up like that. Please have sympathy on me. It's not like I'm cheating on anybody or anything like that. It's just my mind. Like, yeah. God basically came from hell itself. Bad shit. You should have seen the shit that came out of me. Thanks to God himself. I love you, God. I'm sorry if I know you're a little disappointed in me right now. But anyways, so you waited for the bus right there. It was freezing. Right now it's freezing. I said I'm gonna stay out here till 6 o'clock, but I really am. I'm just walk around and see what I remember. Because usually when I remember, I see certain things. I remember certain things or whatever. But anyways, we waited. I got on the bus and then I went home. Apparently, there was like, I heard this nigga in my head when I was on the bus. I was like, am I crazy? Because, like, after I kissed him, like, all the stuff that the medication protect me from came rushing back. And I'm like, huh? I was trying to fight them. And I'm like, damn, how am I survive? Like, I was like, nah, maybe I'm crazy. I was like, I don't know what to do. And I told my doctor. My doctor was like, oh, okay. My therapist, Diana Gongora. They ain't good doctors. Worst doctors in humorous. These niggas think they was slick. But anyways, whatever. I guess my mind detected it before I did. So I got on the bus. Basically this nigga followed me home with his crew, Crips, or whatever the case may be. So I'm like, alright. Here to my house. I don't say I'm here and, like, you know how much money we could have made? So I'm like, what? Whatever. So I ignored it. Oh my goodness. I didn't know what the hell was going on. And when I was going to school in the morning, I kept thinking about some crazy shit, like, not sex or anything, but, like, about the stuff being real, like oh, people could listen to you and your brain and stuff, and etc., without a phone. That's how it started. And I was like, damn, I'm getting crazy again. Shit, I'm gonna end up in a mental hospital. I'm not trying to go there. Nothing wrong. I'm not trying to go to that place. So next we met up again. I didn't really want to, but like I said, they was using middle, and I was like, you know what? I'm 22 or 21 years old, 19 years old. Like, I want my first kiss. So I was like, okay, at least I got my first kiss. Never got kissed before. So I thought. But anyways, in this life probably. Anyways, it's freezing right now. Anyways, so met him next time because I didn't like it. Well, maybe I did like it a little bit. I think so. Oh, and then I was like, I'm so embarrassed of this shit. Like my ass. I'm not gonna expect my weight because that's who I am. I may not look that big because I lost a lot of weight. But anyways, back to the story. So basically, I was on top of this person's lap, and I was like, "What's wrong with me?" Like when he was doing this, I guess my brain was like, "Is there something wrong with me?" Like he wasn't doing nothing because he had on his clothes, and I had on my clothes, and I didn't even feel anything. He was just trying to kiss me, give me a hickey and stuff like that. I was like, okay. I tried to do this stuff back, but to be honest with you, I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't know what I was doing at all. Cause like, yeah, basically little kid. Anyways, so I'm like, okay, whatever. So I heard this guy pass. Like after that time, we was hanging out. It was freezing cold, so I keep ignoring the tones from God. So I'm like, okay, whatever. But I know he was gonna keep me safe. So I get on his lap again. It's like last time we meet. Not the last time, but second time, like third or fourth time we met. Then he's like, oh, true love. The guy was like, yeah, true love make you do anything. I'm like, all right. He was like, yeah. So basically, they was talking about 1 week or some shit like that, low key. So all right, this is the last time I met this person. All of a sudden, like, oh yeah, so I don't remember the whole story, but then when we was coming back, like after a while, we went down to Central Park, like right there, this like tunnel stuff, and then we was sitting and talking. I was sitting on the like this nigga when I showed up with my Calvin Klein black coats. It was a gift. I thought it was from Jackie, but it was actually from Anthony or whatever, etc. etc. So I'm like, this nigga was like, oh, that's a funeral coat. I'm like I was really sad about that because I was like, damn, I'm over here trying to impress this nigga, and this nigga trying to be disrespectful. But anyways, I was like, all right, nah, he wasn't trying to. He was disrespectful. So I sat on the floor in front of him, and then he just like we was talking and stuff, etc. etc. And then I'm like, all right, yeah, I'm gonna keep that part to myself. So basically, I was getting off the floor, and this nigga gonna say, like, but nah, I ain't keeping that part to myself. Like, I was like, I'm on, like, I don't know. I was like, wait a minute, is something wrong with me? I guess my brain thought about this. I was like, how the fuck is it this cold? And where my nipples at? Like, what's going with me? Anyways, so I was like, I wonder. So I was like, yo, I don't remember. I'm guessing this is what this nigga was thinking, or some shit like that. So all of a sudden, he's like, I'm saying some shit like that. I'm like, what? He's like, so I was like, okay, you could touch my nipples. And then when he did that shit, I think I actually killed myself like 35 times or something. But I'm like, whatever. I didn't even like it. Like I put myself, like I realized like I could have hurt myself. Like right now I'm crying. Like my heart is crying. My heart just stopped. I didn't even realize it. Like it was crying right now. It really is. Like I didn't even realize at the time. Like I put myself through so much stuff. Like I see myself cry just now. So, all right. I just heard somebody say stop. So after I did that, he was like, I'm trying to get off the floor because I was like, nah, this don't feel right. Like I don't like this. Or maybe basically that's what I was thinking. Or maybe, and he's like, could I suck your nipples? That's what he said to me. And I was like, nah. I was like, no, thank you. And then, well, basically, I think I said no, thank you because I have low self-esteem. What? Low self-esteem problems. What? So I was like, no, thank you. I don't want nobody to see my breasts like that, especially my nipples. Because, like, all through high school, I was obsessed with, like, big breasts. And look at those people. They look so happy. So, anyways. I was so obsessed with big breasts and stuff and big butts because I was like, all right, damn, what happened to my body? Anyway, so I was like, no. And then after that, like, he basically said, bend over, big girl. And I was like, all right. And And this nigga had dry humped me. I'm like, I didn't feel anything. Then he's like, oh, this shit mad tight. I'm like, what? I didn't even know. See, I didn't even understand what he was doing. I was like, shit mad tight. Because I didn't even know that's how people had sex. Like, I didn't know that. And I'm like, what the fuck? I just thought it was innocent dry humping. Oh, yeah. I'm not even going to talk about my past. Because, like, I realized like, a lot of stuff happened with the family that I just said rest in peace to. They didn't have a family. Them niggas just, like, I'm not even going to bring them shits. I ain't going to bring them shits up. So basically he did. That's why he did dry hump me. I was like, okay. Twice. I was like, I guess I like this. Okay, you could try it again. Even though I didn't feel anything. He's like, you feel something? And I was like, what? No, I don't feel nothing. Anyways, I'm going to keep what I just thought to myself. But I wasn't thinking about that. But anyways, I didn't even feel anything. So after that, man, I'm getting sleepy. I gotta speed this up because I'm trying to walk around for a little while. But anyways. Right now, I'm calling my heart's calling me a hoe, and that's how I feel right now. I'm not gonna lie, that's just like all of them shit just joined forces, and they just said that and they crying, trying to go to sleep right now. But anyways, so yeah, he did that, and then all of a sudden I noticed that like the next time we met up, this nigga, like, I realized something. Like, my mom was like, yo, this nigga punching you, like, this nigga like really hitting you, and I'm like, alright, because this nigga like was like standing in front of me, like I'm sitting here, like we was down there. Oh, this nigga was like, yo, I'm gonna sleep good tonight. I'm like, and then I thought about something for a minute, 2 and 2 click, and I'm like, wait, this nigga worms? Oh yeah, they gotta like have sex, etc., etc. I'm like, and they make niggas fall. But I was like, yeah, I'm crazy, I'm ignorant, it's not real. So this nigga was in front of me, hitting me and shit, and I'm like, I didn't feel or anything like that, because I can't really feel anything. So sometime I seen this nigga jumped in the bush, and then he's turning invisible, camouflage. So yeah, this nigga obsessed with the army. So I'm like, oh shit. And then I seen raccoons following me around. I was scared. I was like, wait a minute, is this nigga a raccoon or something? This nigga try to play it up, talking about, trying to set me up, so he could get publicity or some shit. He's like, oh, you my girlfriend. He's like, you my girl, and you online, not F-book or anything. You over here talking about single woman club or big BBW, some big beautiful woman club, something like that. When you talk to people, and I'm like, what the fuck is this talking about? Maybe I remember he showed me. I was like, oh yeah, I was on that stuff like years ago. So basically, I realized that this nigga was recording me, and nigga tried to play it off. Anyways, just realized that just now. So I'm like, damn. All right. So yeah, he was hitting me and stuff, and then etc. We went to we walked there. We went inside this little park thing, and then he was standing behind me. I was like, all right, whatever. I don't know if I felt the penis or not, but I don't think so. Maybe I did, maybe I didn't. Maybe I did, I think. And then I'm like, damn, I will, like, all right. And I realized like this shit was like, I didn't realize it at the moment. I was like, okay, maybe I can accept this person, because it seems to me like my whole life nobody was interested, or nobody wanted to like be in a relationship with me. It's not like that's exactly what it was. But anyways, painful past. So I started to accept this person, and I realized his shoe like self was coming out, like his shoe colors, and he wasn't as nice anymore. Not that when I met him he was nice and cherry. Like I like when I met him I realized that this nigga hated me. It was pure hate. Anyways, somebody just said why I do that to myself. I didn't even know. Like, the people don't understand that, like, the way they treat, I've noticed this at a young age, like, the way they treat, I always said this to myself, I'm not gonna be with anybody, because, like, the way they treat plus size women, like, they not take them out, they just be fucking just be having sex with them, making a child, and then they don't walk outside with them, and they just call them when they want that shit, and they act like they don't know these women, and I'm like, damn. Like, I've been noticed this as a child. I'm like, damn, I ain't gonna be with nobody. And then look, this stupid me. So I started to accept him. I was like, damn, maybe I need to save this person's soul, because, like, yeah. Alright. So, anyways. Because this is pure hatred. So, anyways, one thing's gonna lead to another. Then he's sick on Easter, and I should come to the emergency room. I was like, nah, I'm gonna stay home with my family. But the thing is, I didn't realize, like, I should have just went outside, like, went to the store, got myself a piece of candy and a juice, and sat outside and brought a on myself. Because these people want my family. And I realized that my mom, the person I was living with was like, oh, Owen this, Owen that, my grandson, etc., etc. I'm like, okay. So we used to fall asleep on the phone every night. I don't know what this nigga was talking about. He said the whole world was related. I guess horror was related. I'm like, okay, whatever. He's talking about bullshit. Tell me Indians, etc., Caribs, stuff like that. So he's talking about red or wine. When he was talking, I guess my brain said, oh, nobody even fucked me in high school. And then I was like, oh shit, I just realized what happened. Anyway, so this was earlier. So he's like, nobody, so we met downtown with Juice Rodriguez and Eli, and then he basically was making fun of me. Like, I touched his arm, and then the sweater was like half right there, and it was raggedy or whatever. But I was like, okay, whatever. And it's like, let's go to McDonald's. Basically, they was over here trying to make me pay for stuff that they know I couldn't afford or something like that. Yeah, I was getting financial aid, but something was right. Every single time, the financial aid money kept getting shorter and shorter. I was like, okay. But anyways, whatever. Yo, my hands is freezing. Shit. I'm trying to walk around. Anyways. Alright. So, we met up. I said no, I ain't visit him for Easter, etc., etc. He's like, he wanted, I realized he was talking to my head. He was like, oh, get a push-up bra. And I was at a push-up bra. And I was like, damn, wow, no titties. I was like, all right, I accepted myself for what I looked like that time. Probably still look like that. I wish I probably do. Oh, man, I guess seduce my own self. Anyways, whatever. So, yeah. Went on town, and I was like, this nigga trying to Eli Sanchez and Judy Rodriguez was like, make me trying to, like, oh, let's go to Applebee's. And that was downtown, because downtown expensive. And I was like, nah, I'm not paying for this. And he's like, they're like, oh, but you guys are together. I'm sure you guys will be together for a long time. I'm like, these niggas think I'm stupid. And I was like, nah, let's just go to Burger King and McDonald's. And I was into McDonald's. Guess we bought hamburgers and stuff. And I bought this nigga like a hamburger, like a Big Mac, and I ain't bought this nigga no water. I didn't mean to do that because I wanted to buy some water, but then Judah was like, I'll buy you water. In the subway, I heard something. She was like, you're never gonna be able to leave him. Like, I didn't know they was talking about or who they was talking to. And I was like, all right, whatever. All right. Oh my goodness. I just realized this nigga was copying Tupac because he had a bald head and shit, but he just couldn't do the face. He bumbles on his face and shit. Doesn't matter. Make me copy that. Anyway, so he showed me a yearbook. This is my army yearbook. This is what I want to do in the army cadets. I'm like, all right. I was staring at this person's face. I was like, whoa, this person's skin is really beautiful. And then he was like, okay. I realized what they did. It's not to set me up. Anyway, so we went downtown. Bought this nigga McDonald's. Like, my brain just said that he was recording me the whole time, trying to say like I'm a hoe. I'm over here looking at other niggas while we was together. Anyways, and exactly. Oh, to be honest with you, I wasn't really attracted to Owen. I really wasn't. I just like, oh damn. Because I learned a lesson from Barbara Lamb. She was like, oh, don't go for the people who you think are super attractive. Just go for the person who you think is not attractive because they treat you right. I'm stupid because like, I ain't gonna treat me right from the get-go, from the beginning. Like, as soon as I stepped foot off that bus, I should have ran for the hills. I'm stupid. Yeah, I'm not stupid, but it was a mistake. Anyways, so yeah, just seeing this nigga face right now. Anyways, it was a certain time, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna go down. He's like, come over to Brooklyn. I realized this nigga was trying to break up with me or some shit, and then he's like, oh, I met some girl that we going to church. So I was like, all right, come on to Brooklyn. I was like, okay. I wore like a blue shirt with stripes or whatever. My mom basically got that from a Salvation Army or whatever, or those people I was living with, and some pants. And I didn't have a belt all the time. So I'm like, all right. And then I went, and then shoes from, I don't remember, but Walmart shoes and like silver. I believe I got $12 for those. AIVIA, something like that. I remember. Sometimes I have trouble spelling and remembering. I think it's Avia. Yeah. But anyways, I'm not trying to be a perfect human. I do have trouble with stuff. So, yeah. So I went, and then this person got behind me, and I guess I messed up his video, what they was doing. Because I actually felt like this person had on, this person had muscles and stuff. And I'm like, well, I just realized this person copied Tupac again. And then he had on like basketball shorts, and I was standing right in front of him, and I felt his penis on my ass, and I was like, ew. I was like, no, I don't like this. Not that I'm gay, because I'm not. And I walked away. I pulled away from him, and I was like, no, I don't like that. My nigga, I felt your penis. And then he's like, he had a heart attack just now. He was like, what? Because I basically proved that when I felt like, if I would have felt his penis, I would have been out. I would have called. Anyways, I would have been out. So I walked away. Then he's over here talking about if he has kids, he gonna train them to be kung fu experts. He wants to go to the best schools, Penn State, etc., etc. I was like, what is wrong with this boy? Like, he just can't understand that this life, certain things don't happen. But I guess there's something wrong with me. I guess I just be settling for stuff. So, see, now I'm over here thinking about sex. Anyways. So, somebody just said it's not the person in the picture with the eyes. Clearly. I don't care. I don't got nothing to really prove anyway. So, he got mad. He was over here fighting, and he was like, oh, this is the way I train at. And then it was lots of people over there. I'm like, alright. And then we sat on bench. I was like, this nigga acting weird. So, whatever. When we first met up, he was like, oh, twins or something like that. I'm like, what? I was confused as fuck. I was like, what? Anyways, basically niggas were trying to set me and trying to make it seem like I'm pregnant or something like that. That's what they did my whole life. Anyways. Reason. Damn the store. Like, I've been here for 31 minutes. I've been sitting here. So many cops. They work really hard. Fuck them niggas. These niggas try to rape me too. Like, when I was outside, I seen a nigga like this. I'm like, what? What the fuck is wrong with these niggas? Anyways, but I guess these are new cops, so I guess they work really hard, and I respect them. Blue Shield, Blue Cross. I just try to do some strange things. So anyways, Blue Cross, Blue Shield. Another dog, see? So, like, I knew it was over, like, and he kissed me, and I was really sad, like, and I was like, damn, it's over. My brain told me it was over. Went on the train, obviously, I was crying, like, I stopped myself from crying. I really did. Like, I thought about ending my life that day because, like, I wasn't taking my antipsychotic medication, and, like, that shit really hit me hard. And I was like, damn, this shit is, like, when I wanted to meet up, when he wanted to meet up with me, like, I was really fucked up. Like, I was like, I shouldn't be meeting people like this because my brain is acting up. And I told him that I have psychosis or whatever, or mental disability and a mental illness or whatever. So I'm like, all right. So, yeah. And then I realized, yeah. And that's that. And so we broke up, whatever. And then I got over it, whatever. So right now, I just feel like it was a relief to my heart. But anyways, I'm not trying to be disrespectful to anyone because I'm a very nice person. I really am. And it really hurts me to talk about this person like this. I can't be dissing people like that. See, my heart is so sad right now. It really is. It's crying. Anyways. Yeah. So I left, and then that was it. And Hostos, oh my goodness. So this nigga kept inboxing me the winky face. Cause so I did ask for a picture of this nigga penis, but I didn't really and I actually think of this this nigga penis inside my vagina, just looking at that shit, and I was just like, damn. I guess I was punishing myself or torturing myself or something. And I was like, I did whatever this person taught me what to do. So I was like, whatever, not him, whatever. And I was like, damn, this was when we were dating, whatever. Or I don't want to call that a relationship. Let's call that Escape from Hell 1. Anyways, damn, I didn't realize that nigga was at my house 24/7, still over here having sex with Bob Ranson. But I'm like, alright. Okay. Put this shit in my bun or something. I can't be dealing with this. Let's cut this shit off. Anyways. Like, see, my illness is acting up right now. I'm over here thinking about cutting my hair off, because I'm trying to, I don't know, it's cold. Somebody said I'm going through the motions. Nah. Alright. So that was over. He kept winking at me. And I was just smiling at him. I was like, okay. And he's like, oh, I'm winking because I'm trying to flirt. I'm like, yeah, I'm a flirt. I'm like, he said he's a flirt. And I'm like, okay, you're a flirt. Alright. Go flirt with somebody else. And I was devastated when he just like moved on for a relationship like that. And then he just like ran for another girl. I realized like these girls are women are victims. But anyways, yeah. So AJ basically taught me, like, I'm even gonna say this, like, alright, this is a big word, like, basically taught me how to satisfy myself. So I was like, alright, whatever, I'm gonna just do this shit, because like, torturing myself looking at this person's penis. Anyways, so yeah, and I'm tired. Alright. I'm not tired, but I'm just kind of like, damn, motherfuckers have me in sex trafficking and shit. Like, shit just really hitting me. And I'm just trying to show off. I'm just trying to tell a story from my YouTube videos. Anyways, so yeah, we broke up, whatever. Like, even when we didn't do nothing, that shit like really hitting me, because I'm like, damn, why'd I do that to myself? And after I told myself this as a little kid. Anyways, whatever. So that was that. God, and then that's all I'm gonna tell you, because like this is, like, I've been here for 36 minutes. Ambulance. I've been here for 36 minutes, and I'm about to walk around. So next thing was Andre and Roses and Neki. This bitch tried to make it seem like I was gay. Like, she kept touching me, like, not touching me, but writing like notes like, oh my god, you so, like, you're my boo, etc, etc. I'm like, I got all the like proof to prove that shit, but I ain't gonna say nothing. I'm gonna leave that shit right there. And I realized that they trained me, like, the person I used to be ain't even think about sex or anything like that. It's very different. Like, mine is messed up. And it's funny how this morning the same shit happened. Like, government thought they, well, I don't know who would thought they was like. But anyways, this is a long ass story. Alright, that's all I'm gonna say. Anyways, I'm about to get up and just walk around for a little bit.
I think she thinks it is because she thinks
Alright.
that you can't spend money because you're on a boat. Which what that means?
Story is long. See? I'm not trying to stay out here and freeze because I'm actually cold. Like, I really am, but I'm just trying to walk around because honestly, I don't think I'm coming back down here without my mom in the daytime. Damn, when I come back down here, and I gotta tell the story about what happened with Andre. Like, this nigga played me, like, not played me, he played me like a book, and this nigga was a church person, so I was like, damn. Anyways. Yeah, Dominic or whatever. Anyways, these niggas from elementary school, like, basically hated me that much that they was, like, tag team together to basically do all this fucked up shit to me. Excuse my language. It really hurts for me to curse. It really does. Do some really messed up stuff to me. Anyway, so this is what it looks like.